Hey guys, Keen here with another Astray speedrun post commentary, I guess you would say. Um, this is the big one. I've been excited to rewatch this, see where we can find improvements. This is a huge PB on the current world record, 159.51. I think we're looking at 156.42. I believe 156.42, maybe, unless I'm wrong. It's somewhere near there. But yeah, this is gonna be nice. Let's get into some nice analysis of this run. Starting off the game, everything looks good. 12 seconds into the water, which is not too shabby. There is some delay in that load time, and I've been meaning to ask people about that because I've noticed, like, I hit 12 seconds there, but I've seen another run hit 21 seconds, right? And, like, it doesn't seem like that much of a difference, but let's say someone's trying to take Chapter 1 world record, right? Well, if they get a bad load in the beginning, that's 10 seconds? That's huge. I mean, I just recently took 10 seconds off the Chapter 1 world record, which we're basically watching right now. It was a retimed Chapter 1 from this run here. And I was super excited because I knew I was doing good through Chapter 1, and as soon as that screen faded black, I was like, boom, that's a world record right there. I know what I'm going to be doing. Beginning of this run is nice and easy. We're just learning how to jump with Mo. We'll do one hop here, walk forward a little bit, get into place. This is the first full run that I've done since my previous world record. So I took about 3 months, maybe almost 4 months off of playing the game. I came back when there was a true run, and I was actually excited, and I watched the whole thing, and I thought it was very, very interesting. And I attempted the true run. I made it through 2 runs, got a 208, and then went into chapters. Chapters are a big, like, warm-up thing for me, and I feel like if you can get the chapters down, work on the chapters you need to work on, you can do them many, many, many times to get the movement and feel of Mo again, and it really, really helps you fine-tune things. After that, I literally sat down. I was like, okay, yeah, like, I set new records for chapter 3, 4, and 5, and was like, okay, let's start a run. Very quick movements right there. A lot of stuff has changed in this run. That was a little hiccup there. I was still getting used to the angle I needed to pull for that. But a lot of stuff has changed to this run. You won't see me, like, short hop a whole bunch. It's just not faster than doing long jumps. Little hesitation right there, and we caught the lip. But that wasn't bad. That was like 320, 321 to this little cutscene. Four minutes is always our mark to reach the elevator. So, running a little short on time. Was a little bit cautious going through that. There's certain parts where you can see where I just hesitate because I wasn't in it like I would be if I was doing. That was a great setup right there. Right there, and that's like 3:59, 4 minutes to the elevator. Very, very nice. This is the first run that I've done on Chinese as well. We run the game on traditional Chinese due to it being faster. I'm not sure how much time it saves throughout the run, but I do know on the final cutscene alone, like the final boss alone, it saves 10 seconds. That actually makes it so that as soon as Alara speaks, or final termination weapon, any way you want to do that, speaks, it's a 5-minute fight. There's no getting it faster, no slower. I mean, I guess it could be slower, but it's a 5-minute fight from when she first speaks when you're all the way up in the air. So you can basically see what time you're at a little bit earlier. Know that as long as you get everything good, you'll hit a solid time. So far, very good. No mistakes. We've survived. We had a little hang up on a corner, and the exit of that one pipe was a little bit high. But besides that, very, very smooth 1-1. I was proud of that, and 1-2's going good. You'll see we're staying low, doing regular hops, just trying to cover as much distance and touch the ground as quick as possible. Are we going to get the jump over? We are. Onto the head. Whew. Very, very nice. We have been cutting deaths down overall in these runs. I have yet to get a perfect run with no deaths. It is quite hard in this game due to, you know, a lot of things being able to just touch you and you die. I feel like it'll be possible, but if you're being super overly cautious about it, you're probably not going to be making good time. You should keep it in the back of your head not to rush. I feel like rushing is a big thing that causes unwarranted deaths, but right here we're trying to bait the zombie to make him fall down. We got the bait. When he does that, he starts running at you immediately when he stands up. If you jump on his head and pull him off, he takes a minute to actually realize that you're in front of him. So that's something I've been trying to do to speed that portion up just a tad bit. We'll go and pre-jump this. We're basically just spamming jump and holding the stick in a direction right there. Shooting for the best. Now, if I remember correctly, we do botch it up right here. No. Oh my god, we're gods. Literal gods. Literal gods. I must have been thinking of the true end run. What am I saying? We can't botch it up. We set a new chapter 1 world record. Like you're like there's no way we botch this up. That can be like one death, right? You could have one death and just be faster through things. That was a little slow. If we could get better setup on there, we could do a little bit better. Do we make this jump? Nice. Okay. Yep. Nope. All planned. All planned. Oh, that was ridiculous. Whoo! I remember that. It's been about 2 weeks since I've done the run. I'd say 2 weeks, maybe like a week and a half. But I'm really trying to see where we went right. So we're 15 and a half seconds ahead right now. We're gonna hit this crane, lower it down just enough for us to get over, head through. We missed the button, hit it on the second try. It's one of my favorite parts here. Almost died there to some spikes. Very sketchy jump over the saw, but it was good. Nice. I try to be really careful right here because you're looking to hit the corners to be able to gain as much ground to put you in the right position. That was very fast getting to first block. It was super, super smooth. I've been fooling around with this section, trying to make it a little bit faster. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing, but you're able to get the zombie to like run and move that little treadmill crane thing. And I don't know if like baiting him over, then jumping on his head, then running to touch the button, then setting it up in the middle. It's tough to explain, but I feel like there could be some optimizations in that point to try to make it a little bit faster. Nice jump straight onto the zombie's head. We'll clear this guy, line ourselves up. The secret to that trick right there, at least for myself, is to line yourself up like you're gonna jump through it. Do not touch the left stick whatsoever, and just jump twice. If you touch the left stick and you're trying to move forward, sometimes Mo will roll or try to walk on the door, and you can get caught inside of it. So you want to just make sure that you jump twice and you'll clear it. Been working on this as well, trying to get to these sides of the cubes and climb up as quick as I possibly can. Take the little ride up, head through. This is a gimme now. If I fail this, I reset. Being very cautious on that little block right there to make sure you don't hit these spikes. I'd love to be able to get in front of this block. I don't think it's possible though. I always get the same rotation through this part no matter what. A little bit high, but we're through the pipe. You want to hit the corners of those as much as you possibly can. You can see we kind of messed up right there. Oh, we got jebaited. There's a time save right there. We hit the corner though, hit the corner again, and basically when you hit the corners, you're able to rotate to the other side as the block's turning to the other side, so it skips out basically a full rotation of where you're safely able to jump to the next spot. 34.5 seconds ahead though. Things are looking very nice. A little bit high. We should be able to hit the roof. I was a little bit nervous on that. I do a little short hop there. Now I got scared, so you saw me back off. Getting in good positioning here. We're waiting. We should be able to go to the third spot. Now we should be clear as long as we're quick. This last one will be slightly close, but yep, made it through. I'm still no better at this from 400 hours in the game. This part bothers me. I don't know why it does. It just doesn't make sense in my head. I've tried many things, and maybe I should go through and try to learn of discipline myself to do the same thing every time and get good at that, rather than just go in there and try to like freestyle it. That was something big, though, is that I did die there before in my previous Chapter 1. Yeah, because I don't run Chapter 1s anymore. They get me super, super tilted. I can't stream Chapter 1s because I get super, super tilted. You don't have a lot of movement options, and it's very unforgiving on your deaths. You can lose a lot of time, and it's getting super, super optimized. So until speedrun mode comes out, any Chapter 1 run that I do will more than likely come from a full run that I just happen to beat the time. We had a slight little hiccup in that previous area. We didn't get on the zombie's head, which lost us, a second or two getting back onto him. Nothing too serious, but just small little mistakes here and there. All in all, this has been a very, very clean Chapter 1. Straight into the pipe. We'll more than likely die here trying to get this fast strat. Yeah. I think we get the bad setup right here. So that's it, a decent number of seconds lost. Spider Kid's time. We're just trying to freestyle your way through there. See, from there, we can actually jump to the ceiling. You see me just, like, get lost, take this guy's head. I've come up with a better method to be able to get through that now, so that doesn't happen anymore with that block down below. If I would have just gone onto the roof and jumped down, I would have been able to clear all that and not take that. So definitely, like, Like, looking at it right now, like, 1630 is looking possible. At least for chapter 1. I feel like we lost 16 seconds, roughly. Boss is pretty self-explanatory. Jump on the heads. You don't need to use the zombie to get on the heads. We'll hop on this guy's head because he doesn't do his ult. Hop down when he stabs. And we'll try to get on this guy's head while he was on the ground. We missed it. Still able to recover. No time loss. And that is Chapter 1's boss. Short little cutscenes like this are honestly great breaks. They seem like they'd be, you know, a little bit of a hindrance, but it does give the run that like time that you need to take a drink of water or stretch your hand out, take a breather, keep your heart rate down, things of that nature. Currently right now I was like, this might be world record, right? You can see 1743 was our previous, and when I timed the full runs, I don't end the chapters until you start the next one. I find it easier to make the split that way, but in normal chapter runs, it starts when the screen fades black, for the most part. That's normally when it happens, when the screen fades black. Yeah, it's you guys can't tell me we couldn't pull 16 seconds off of that. Like, what? And time right there, 1646. That would have been amazing. I'm super hyped now. I was like, we just hit world record. So in my eyes, I already have a run, right? Huge time. That's almost a minute saved. We're 45 seconds ahead right now. 45 seconds ahead. And I already know I can improve this run. We'll get to that when it comes up. A little bit cautious jumping into those mushrooms. I was still a little bit psyched about chapter 1. Good angle right there. Straight down cleanly. Very nice jumps. Brushed those spikes right there. You saw me like take it a little short. Got a clean hop from that mushroom onto that button. Took a step and jumped. It was very, very nice. Very, very clean. I'm actually really, really proud of this run. I say this all the time, but I like watching the runs back. It gives a big insight to different things. I can also take the time to look around the map to see if there's a better way of doing something. I always suggest people to watch their runs back. If you don't like your voice or anything like that, you know, just mute it. If you're doing commentary on it, I personally hate the sound of my voice, so I normally mute my runs. But they're big eye-openers to mistakes and things that you make and where you can improve. You could even try opening up two of your runs side by side and doing a comparison. But for the most part, you can see where you make mistakes. You can see where time can be saved. We'll immediately jump up right here from that one. We'll try to get placement onto one of those ledges. You can make it all the way up to the button. Do a little bounce right there off the back of that, but nothing too serious. Fingers crossed that we don't die during this part. Nice. Wonderful. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. Hit that cutscene as quick as we can and head up to 2-2. A 2-2 is where things get fun, if I do remember correctly. There's a, actually no, it's not 2-2, it's 2-3. This is pretty much the same as before, though I have figured out a faster trick for one of the pulleys. It'll allow you to be closer. It allows Mo to press the button, whereas before Mo was unable to press the button and you would use the clone to do it, which when the clone presses the button, to be in range with the clone, you need to be in that little room. But then you have to leave the room, run out, and go through, up through to like hot boxes. But with this method, first try, no way. Yeah. It's all right. It's a solid skip, saves a decent amount of time. Able to get second try, so no reason to worry about it. Yeah, right here. If the clone presses the button, you have to get out of the room. But if you're able to press the button, which it doesn't take that much longer. I'd say it takes around 3 seconds to leave. It might be exactly the same time, to be fair, but it might be a safer strat than trying to get the clone out of there and give you less room for mistakes for messing up your exit of that room. When I did the skips video, I timed it by pressing the button instead of pressing the room, and in retrospect, that probably shouldn't have been done that way. But I had already edited the video and made all this time cards, and I honestly just couldn't, like, after 20-something hours, I couldn't be asked to redo it. And you know, maybe in the future when the new modes come out and we start finding new things and stuff like that, I'll redo them. But for the time being, that one's just gonna have to sit there. We're making great time. We're making great time. All right, into bubbles. Are we going to get through Boobel's first try? That's the question. Jump down to that one, over, onto, yeah, nice, gorgeous. I saw it happening in my head. Time to hit this javelin. We do block the javelin. That causes us not to have to deal with the spikes on the roof. We'll bring this guy down, hit this button, get his attention, line ourselves up right here, so when he throws the javelin, it goes through, and we, you know, sit back, relax. Now, there's no way we get this first try. Let's be honest. This is sketch. Yeah, got unlucky right there. But second try sounds good. Nope, not second try. It's okay, because we can fail this a few times. I think what I was going for in this was I wanted to hit every skip in the game. Even if it didn't, like, if I failed it, I wanted to keep trying it, because I feel like it needs to be shown. Right? Yeah, there's backup methods, but most of them take a very long time, especially with hard tricks like that. And I feel like it's worth getting the muscle memory and feeling what you need to do. Pretty sure we still save time on that, even with the 3 fails. Due to the fact that, you know, you have the boulder cutscene, everything like that has to go into it. You got to get the boulder down, then you got to aggro it back onto the ground, and I'm pretty sure you still save time. I do this every time, I swear. I'm gonna start just saying that I do it on purpose, jumping straight into the purple gunk. But it's not on purpose. I'm just going a little bit too fast. Very quick death, and we don't lose much time from it. But the most important thing in these runs is not dying and moving quick, which those two don't really go together, right? Very nice. We'll have this slow walk over to the lever and head into 2-4. How many deaths have we had? Where did the deaths come from? Is it like 1, 2, 7, 26? I don't know. All I know is the time is looking amazing right now. I mean, let's be honest, to cut 4 minutes off of the time, that's huge. You don't get 4 minutes by switching to Chinese, you know? You just don't. Would love to be able to make this faster. But for now, whoa, able to save it. Very, very nice. We would have lost a lot of time if we didn't get that. We play it smart. Very, very nice. This could probably be a little quicker, looking a little sloppy there. But we made it through. Scooch past this guy. Now, I've convinced myself by skipping that first mushroom that it's faster because you doink 1 less time, right? But I don't know. You know? I don't know. And I've also stopped trying to jump over that guy on the way down because I've died there too many times recently. Just by bouncing into him and going straight into the spikes, I feel like, you know, you have enough time to just, like, make your way over to him. You're not losing any time. You're just staying safe. So we can see this is a very good time right here. The wall just came down. We know we can get him. Clearly made it through there before that wall closed. So much time to spare. Very, very quick movements going through this. And, I mean, that was near perfect. We might see a new strategy right here as well. So we're gonna bait this guy and stand here. As long as you're not under the columns, he doesn't pull the button. We do a double jump to make him pull this button as soon as possible. Bait him, and then instead of having to wait a long time for that wall to open, we're able to just, like, leave immediately. He was really, really far away from the lever, so I decided and opted to bait him over there. Try to save a little time from me trying to walk him. Again, with things like that, I'm not really sure how much time it saves or whether or not it's beneficial to bait them over. I know in some instances, yeah, it is. But for short distances, I'm not 100% sure. Fingers crossed we don't get the puzzle wrong. Seems like we're in the right position. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Nice. Nice. Gorgeous. Seen so many people just brute force that puzzle because there's only 4 combinations. Enough combinations, but you know what I mean. There's four variables. No, not variables. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. There's not that many possibilities. Right here, we'll do a little skip, hop in here. Whoa! And clear our way out. We'll hit this little button. Go get our little clone boy. Hop on the head. We'll drag this guy over here. We hit the button so that we're already on this side. And then we just go straight out. This one is a little sketchy, and it can take a while to get used to. But what you're going to want to do is move to the middle head, get this guy, and quickly get over to that corner. I was almost late right there getting to that corner. You can see I barely hit it, but it worked out. 4 jumps, just like that. If you move to that, you can bring this guy all the way up before Mo falls. Or, you know, you could just have Mo fall, just because you wanted to give yourself a little, you know, a little more challenge. Do we get it? Uh-huh. No way. No way. No way. Oh my god, that's so lucky. So lucky. So lucky. So we kill ourselves to get this to reset. We'll probably kill ourselves like 17 more times. Yep, nope, sounds about right. Uh-huh. And we finally slowed ourselves down. There we go. Nice. Probably lost like 10 seconds there, to be honest. I'm being very cautious with this portion. Taking a death here is not worth it whatsoever. If you just take a little extra time to be able to get through, it's going to be worth it in the end. We're still big timed. Like, big times. Big saves of the time. Yeah, see, we lost a little bit, but think about this. We died that many times, and we only lost 2 seconds from our PB of that area. So, and we lost like 10 seconds. So technically, we should have been like 8 seconds ahead right there. All in all, though, I'm very, very happy with that. I wish they would remove that little alien guy in front of that door, or just change it. I don't know. He like, cause like what, or take away the little raised bottoms of the door so you don't have to jump over them and you can just like scooch up to them really quickly. Because getting over those and getting to the little pad that you have to press is the complicated part. The puzzle, that's easy. It's ideally you don't even want to wake him up. You just want to hover in the air and go back and forth. Okay, chapter 2 boss. Basically hitting these little pads right here and timing when we shoot our lasers. Ideally, you would want a 4 cycle right there. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get it. Possibly a 5 cycle. To get a 4 cycle, you're gonna need to get 2 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill, 1 kill, which I believe is the best you can get, unless somehow you kill 3 on one go, and I do not know if it's possible. So that's 3 lasers so far. As long as we don't botch this, we should have a good time. So we set up on the opposite side of the guy that we were aiming for. If you do that, the button always spawns in a way that you'll be able to hit the guy when it comes around. So you're not waiting like an entire time to be able to get it. I think I could have swapped on that guy to kill him a little bit faster, but I'd have to look back at it to see. It's really complicated to think about when you're in the middle of it. So it always starts in the bottom left, so we're just gonna stand on top of it to get the immediate press. Then we're gonna wait till it's almost facing down and hop on it one time. Make sure to buffer your jump there and go for the double jump. It's not worth just jumping down unless you really need to get somewhere fast. That was almost a bad idea right there. But that's that. And that's literally the fastest way to do that. You can't speed that up. If only one laser could kill him, right? Through this section, you're going to want to spam directly up into the air on the first one, straight up in the middle, and then on the last one, you're going to want to hold to the bottom right and spam again there. After that, it's basically free to get into Chapter 3. Just wait for the right moment, and let's hop out of here. Very, very clean. Beginning of Chapter 3 is nice and relaxing. I really enjoy the music of Chapter 3 as well. It's one of my favorite chapters, just due to the skips and everything like that are inside of it. We lost a little bit of time, and more than likely that's because I got a 4 cycle on the previous run. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I would guess where that 4 seconds came from. There's not much other time save, you know. We're hitting the pads as quick as we can. Maybe had to wait for a laser to come around, and we got lucky. The bosses are RNG. At least Chapter 1 boss is fixed. Chapter 2's boss, RNG. Dula, Chapter 3 is RNG. Dylan is basically free if you know how to fight him. And then Chapter 5's is completely scripted. So in my eyes, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 are the hardest bosses. Everything else is basically a gimme. Moving into Chapter 3, we're going to have, a little water mow here, and we're also going to gain access to our final movement ability. I don't consider the balloon a movement ability. I'll be completely honest. You can't use it when you want to, so it's not really Mo's ability. It just happens to be an attribute the plants give you. I'll try to cut the corners as much as possible, and then you'll see me just tap this wall. That allows me to just sprint up. This fan spins at like a fixed rate, so you just know what speeds you need to be at, so you don't have to like wait for it. If you die there, immediately just start swimming straight up, because you'll be in a position where you can just get through it. So don't feel bad if you actually die there. You're not going to lose that much time. We're unable to get the little fast rotation here, so you see me trying to squeeze through as much as I possibly can. Should use the corner boost. That was really far out, and I did not think I was going to make that. But that just shows how much extra height it gives you boosting off the corner. It really, really does help. I would say anyone that's trying to do that skip and they're having problems with it going off the wall like I was previously doing, use the corner and you'll see what I mean. You're able to actually get it consistently. I haven't missed it since. We'll pop this guy 3 times, possibly can get it 2 times. Make our way into the water, see where we are. Not going to be able to make it all the way through, but we make it to the first rung of the bottom section and take our way through. I could tell from where it was opening I wasn't going to be able to make it all the way through. I would have died on the last little tooth. So played it safe, which is really, really good. It's not gonna help you to have to reset that puzzle and go all the way back. It's basically split decisions like that throughout the run that you just have to make it your own judgment what's going to be worth it. And if you know you're not going to make it, you shouldn't do it. Break off with 2 dashes right here. Do 3 regular hops, jump, and then dash. And dash once, dash twice. A little bit of a hiccup right there. You see me jump straight down to make sure I was going to be landing on the edge. We have just enough dashes to break that wall and rip that guy's head off and make our way out of here. through sections like that, I've been counting the dashes and really working on optimizing using them because they're very, very important. And I feel like throughout the run, they probably can be used more to save time. But if your angles are, the regular jumps are way more forgiving for movement. Double jumping, not a movement option on the ground. You should not be doing that. You will lose time. No way this works. Yeah, that's too short. It's okay. This one's a tough one because of the text on the bottom. You can't get a real read on where you're supposed to stand. Second try, I'll take that. Again, I was going for skips. I wanted the skips. I wanted to showcase them all in a run so that everyone could see them. Very, very clean right there. Yeah, no, the issue with double jumping is you rotate around in the air. So it takes you longer to get your next jump. We're going to bait this guy over to the button, walk him over there. And this 3-2 is the longest split. Batteries is the longest. Not only do you have to do the batteries, but you have the little boss at the end. We're gonna hit this guy once to stop his scream, bait him over, then we'll take him down, walk him over to the ledge, pull the lever, and we're straight down. Very, very nice. I haven't figured out a way to save time right here. What I could see, a lot of these puzzles are just, you know, do them fast. We'll try to get a little height right there by pushing it over. We're over the button, so we'll make our way out. Better water movement, exiting the water, being able to hit those buttons will probably save a little time so you don't have to fall down and jump back up. Did we get a clean button press? We do. Straight down over here, we're going to grab this block, move it over to the second notch on the ground. So there's the first notch and second notch. We'll let it drop right there. We'll then push it 4 times, and this should be the exact distance for the block. If you feel like it's off, just fix it really quick, because you have some time. That's why you see me sit down there, just to make sure that it's going to hit that top button, because we know it's going to hit the bottom one. You can see it. But if you just need to nudge it just a little bit, then you still don't lose any time because you're able to adjust it really, really quickly. For this, you want to be super fast. Save your dashes until you start reaching this straight area, and then make your way up and through it. To be honest, using one dash in the very beginning might be beneficial, and then doing regular jumps, because by the time you got to the second portion where you should dash, you should have them all back. I feel like they shortened that fan time, or I just suck getting out of there. So we'll see me do a double dash to get up from the wall up to the battery. Next battery is super, super quick. We'll basically ride up the little elevator, and a little bit of a time save, you'll see. One mistake I see a lot of people making is not jumping Mo down. They like to jump it up and try the trajectory to like aim it. Not worth it. So as you see, we were able to make the jump with 2 dashes onto his head before the whole mechanism finished closing. It's a little bit sketch at first, but once you get used to it, it's definitely faster than playing out the whole scene. You're just onto his head, and we were almost into the other area before it actually finished. A little bit late there, moving Mo to the left. Mo hits the ground way before the camera actually moves. And you're able to move him over to the right areas. A little bit slow right there, some hesitation on what I was supposed to be doing. Nothing too serious, but just small little things where you get into your head. So far in my eyes, this has been a solid batteries. There hasn't been any huge mistakes or anything like that, nothing big. We'll see how this next section goes. Pretty sure we're going to be doing 2 dashes to clear it. 2 dashes to clear it. We'll skip this whole section just by jumping on this block, making 2 dashes, holding, and clearing that. Jump straight down to the clone. We'll get our clone on top of this. Hit it twice. Failed. Not too bad, though, because Mo didn't die. We'll stop this. It's going to make that. Yep. It's all right. Little bit of mistake right there. Doing that part quick's a little bit sketchy, but you know, we were able to come back with it without losing too much time. I'll just go out and say this run is not perfect. By any means. I think it'll take a very, very long time for there to be a perfect Mo run. Just due to the many factors controlling Mo, there's a lot of variables that come into it. Unless someone's gonna map out every single movement that needs to be done, you know, it's really just learning to control Mo and how you control Mo the best. For this next part, we're gonna stay on this last little block and make a vertical jump over, kind of like diagonal, to be fair. It's like a 45-degree angle up and back down. We've already had 1 jump, so not looking good so far. See if we can limit this down to like 2. There's 2 jumps. Oof. This guy's a real troll right now. All right, 2 jumps, not too bad so far. Nice, good, good, good. Wow, that was unwarranted, wasn't it? Woohoo! That was a little sketch. That 1 jump up was very unwarranted. Yeah, he's just trolling now. Go get some popcorn. Like I'm super upset. Wow. Wow. Basically all the goodness that we just did in batteries just out the window, right? Out the window. We probably saved a lot of time, so we didn't lose that much time throughout it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a red split. Holy moly, still 14 seconds. Like, shut the front door. That was great. If we would have got that fight nice with just like a 2 jump, that could have been like 30 seconds saved. Very, very clean. See, different tricks like that are what save time overall in the run. if more of those could be found, little positions to get you from point A to point B with as little movement as possible, those will be the big things that save us a lot of time. Most of the skips don't really save that much time. You can get a sub 2-hour run not using any of the skips. Like, and that's the truth. If you just did fast movement and little tricks like that to move yourself from point A to point B, you'd be able to get it. Whoa. That was very, very sketch. Super fast reaction time. Nice. I noticed that I wasn't going to be able to make the dash, so we opted to go for a short hop right there. Went back into the pipe, you know, just for funsies, you know, as you do. Use 4 dashes across that floor. You want to get the straight down jump. You see how I clear the area and make the jump to the button like that. We'll jump back up using the roof so we don't lose height. We get a clean shot of the zombie's head. I mean, if you watch the true end run, you could tell that I was struggling a bit on that. But that was very, very quick. Let's check out how we do here. Very nice execution right there. Gorgeous tap. Making our way up. A little bit of fumble on the barrel. Pop it into the wall. Should lead it down. That doesn't make sense, okay? We were on the other side of it. How are we going to recover? Nice. Good recovery so far. Oof. That's so unfortunate. We were on the other side of it. There we go. We got it up. Oh, man. Again, I wanted to show the skips off. So we pop it over there. As long as we don't die here, it's all right. You can see me being a little cautious. That was very unfortunate. I guess, like, I suggest just not coming near that barrel until Mo touches the ground. It seems like when Mo is in the air, interaction with the barrels is a little bit weird. For here, we, again, used this little roof, but we didn't make it all the way out of the water. I missed the second jump. Very quick exiting. Use some dashes there. Save some dashes as well, but poorly executed them. We'll pop this up. For right here, I also suggest putting this closer to the wall and using the wall to push it down. Having a little struggles right here, but we're able to get that. You can just make the jump. This is before I knew that I could just make the jump. It's all right. I think we're gonna go for it. Come on, go for it. Oh, I'm a baby. I'm a baby, man. I thought I was gonna go for it, guys. I thought this was a run. I went for it. It's very unfortunate. We are using this little thing to save us a little bit of time. Oh, that was a little sketch. Oh, I almost made a big oopsie. Almost made a big oopsie. Now, are we gonna be savage and do it on the way back, though? Come on. Yes. Give it to me. We suck. It's alright. Tried to showcase it in a run. One of these runs, I'll get it, and everyone can be like, oh, man. That run was like 3 hours, but that, you know, frame perfect trick. Super dope, bro. You know? When making the skip video, I actually hit the full thing after my 3rd attempt, which I was freaking out about. I thought I was going to be there for a few hours. Very nice movement off of the roof right there to be able to not have to fall and climb back up. Basically, you just double jump onto the roof and use 2 dashes to clear the gap. Should be in a pretty good position right here. I'm not sure on the position on this one. I might actually reposition myself. No, should be fine. No laser at this point. We'll reposition ourselves once we become vertical. Nice. Right to that corner so we can rotate. Then we'll do a hop and then a dash. Now all that's left to do is get out of here, hit the button, move on to waterfall. Nice, good hops. Clean hops, not gonna lie, that's sketch. Clutched it at the end. Very nice, that was good. We probably lost that time because we died in that in the wheel puzzle, as well as failed the barrel skip. So we're gonna miss that. We're gonna go to this corner. Use it to get a little extra height, make it a little safer. I might just use that corner as a way to get up there first try every time. I've never had really a problem with waterfall, but using the corner does eliminate basically any chance that you're gonna miss it as long as you know where to aim. Nice, double jump to the roof, dash, double jump to the roof, dash, double jump to the roof, dash. Oh, so close. So close. I was so proud of myself for a slight moment. We ain't making that. Yeah, good boy. Good job. You can definitely make that. I could tell how far away I was. It was going to be a little sketched. It was safer to just reposition myself. Make it to that guy's head, tear it off, move over to the chase. Nothing really special about this chase right here. I tried to burn all of my dashes immediately when we first start, then use regular hops to get through the next portions until we have to like break walls, things like that. I go back and forth between them because at some points you want to have dashes, other points you have a large area that you need to get rid of them. Yeah, just a chill part of the game. I will say, I love this song. I don't know what song it is that they're remaking like this, but it's amazing. I honestly might get the soundtrack. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I enjoy this music a lot, and it's a really nice soundtrack. They did very well with this game. Like, the game is aesthetically pleasing. The gameplay at first seems clunky, but once you get used to it and you learn how to move Mo, it's very, very good. Like, and it's so simple. You just walk and jump. That's it. It's bare bones with like a super high skill, like skill ceiling, skill gap. Like, is that what it's called? All right, let's see how 3-5 goes. So far, so good. Playing it safe using all of the platforms here. A little bit sketchy right there. Made it through. Some of these could probably be skipped to make it a little faster. You could see, yeah. I was getting a little off right there, and trying to go fast when you've done so many jumps bad, you're bound to make a mistake. It would have been better for me to just take a breath, sit on one of those platforms for a bit, and just regain my bearings. Pretty sure we'll go for this new setup that I've been using. Take these 3 zombies down. You'll land on this one's head, turn them around, jump down to catch their attention, and drag them across. We hopped on that one zombie's head, which threw the other one off, but it wasn't that bad because this guy actually came towards us. We missed it right there, and he's being a little dumb, doesn't want to turn around. But ideally, you would get them all there and be able to keep them all in this section and get them thrown up. But in all fairness, from what it was before, good job, good job. You forgot how the puzzles work, did you? In all fairness, it's a lot better than it was before, trying to like corral a whole bunch of zombies in like random ways. It's a pretty consistent way of doing it each time. I was just being dumb on that puzzle. For these 2 puzzles, I've kind of just like forgot about them, and I hopefully will never make that mistake again. First one starts in the bottom right, second one starts in the top left. After that, it's like you know the solutions. 0.3 seconds saved, an amazing time save. Ha ha ha. And now for all the fun. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha. Good old Dula. I've been very upset with this fight for a while now. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the way that I approached it. But you know, everything's a learning experience, and I will take the time to go in and practice this fight, because it's something that I struggle at. I practiced chapter 2 for like hours, right? And I used to practice Dula, and I didn't have a problem with him, but they've changed the way some of his moves work and how he reacts and stuff like that. So I think it would be good to reacquaint myself with his phases and make sure that we get this fight as best it can be. We get the 1 in 17. Not sure if that's actually the probability of the amount of attacks he has, but we're just gonna go with it, you know? If you say it like you mean it, people are gonna believe you, right? No one's gonna actually go in and tell me how many attacks Dula really has and what the actual, you know, percentage is. All right, we have 1 spit after the headbutt. And he chose it perfectly. It's like he wants to give it to me, right? Like, oof, what a great Dula fight. Whew. What a great Dula fight. Yeah, Ra, back at you, man. All right, so we'll press this button as this is coming down. Probably could do it a little bit sooner. Yeah, a little bit sooner might be nice. Just 1 headbutt. Oh my God, he was handing it to me. Ah, this is a gorgeous fight. This is 100% not Dula and all me, literally. Just looking at it right now, I should have just not been dumb. All right, here we should have 2 little spurts, and then he'll go to his headbutt. Weren't able to get over there, got clipped.
Still got second headbutt. Very, very good. I hate the tail spits once now. Oof, took a lot of damage right there. I could have just... if I would have just chilled on that wall. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. You can tell I'm super angry right now. I pulled this thing out so early. Oh, we had it so good. All I had to do was be a little patient. Oh, that sucks. Super sucks. It's something to learn on, though, you know? That's like a death right there in the final phase is basically like a minute gone. Normally I would have reset, but seeing myself 2 minutes ahead, I was like, right now I'm on pace. I might as well get a run completed. This is the first full run that I've done on Neutral End, and I was proud of my performance up until now. We'll probably play it safe here. Yeah, that's gonna be the best way to do it. Then pop it up on the third spit. No, a little bit too early. A little bit too early. That would work though if you just waited a hair later. That setup would work. Doula down. We're gonna go ahead and take an intentional death. That will speed up his death animation and start him onto this break in the wall. Oof. Yeah, look at that. 55 all the time. Everything that we just saved. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Very upsetting. Very, very upsetting. It's okay, though. $55 seconds ahead right now. Now, I've practiced Chapter 4 and figured out a way, some ways to do things a little bit faster. So I had faith that I could still make this a good run. Make up what we lost. And you know, put on a good show. That's like the biggest mistake we've made all run. Get some height on this wall so we can just double jump away across. You'll see me wait right here until it's angled the opposite direction. That'll give you a clear jump. You won't skip on that block anymore if you just give it some time for it to rotate in point mode towards the little gap. Okay. Okay, game. I mean, I went through that, but that's fine. Alright, solves were made pretty easy. Just wait for this one to go. As long as you have semi-decent reaction time, you're going to want to shoot up to this top one, swoop in, immediately turn around, and head back through. One dash from landing will land you in the plant, and we'll take off. I'll be proud of myself if I make it through this part without dying. Very, very nice. We should pop our plant here, jump straight down. Be interesting to test whether or not we could just take the balloon and be the same speed rather than taking the intentional death. I'm not sure what would be actually faster. Nice, we'll take a death right here. Probably could have took it a little bit sooner, but that'll reset the lasers for us. This next section is pretty simple. Don't touch the walls. You're just going to want to move through as quick as you can. Make sure you save a little... See, I'm not 100% sure whether or not it's a time-based thing with Mo, or if it's how much air you actually produce. But I want to think it's a time-based system. Unless, like, we can just sit there with Mo and not press anything endlessly. Or maybe it has something to do with, like, the things in the game or something. Because it's like, sometimes I've just, like, spun it around and, like, blown out so much air, and then other times, you know, you, like, get through a puzzle and you feel like, oh, you know, I would have blown out that air when I was just spinning around in circles. And by the end of the puzzle, you're, like, about to, like, you know, pop. Alright, we're going to want to hit this block, stick onto the bottom of it. That'll give us a clear jump off. I was a little unsure whether or not I grabbed that little conveyor. Nice. Uh-huh. Good. Good. A little bit sloppy at the end. Not too shabby. Up and over it. Very close to flipping it. Gorgeous. And we're through. Very, very nice. These puzzles are pretty simple. Most of them you have to do the intended way. It's all about just doing them quick. Again, I've started to try to be aware of how many dashes I have available. Right there, I opted not to use dash just to make sure I would have an extra one if need be to push this block into here as quickly as I could. Ideally, we'll be able to push this twice. Nice. We're probably just going to wait for it. Very, very nice. We're gonna ride this guy up. I honestly wish there was a way to get to the other side of it before to get this all done in one thing. I don't think it's possible. I've tried for a good amount of time. Right there's an example of when that fan turns off. You're able to just attack straight through it. So for this, we're gonna move to this side, hit this once, make our way up, miss the button because we're pros, head back down. Takes a minute for that fan to turn on, so we'll push that into position. A little bit sloppy right there. We'll take mode down so he's closer to the door. Hit the button, make our way through. This one's pretty quick now as well. We'll jump this guy across, push that up. Hit that, switch the button, move our clone down. Hit the button again. We'll jump the clone down, move Mo up here, jump over to the button, and make our way out. Didn't get clipped by that fan. 1. And we got jebaited. 2, 3. It's very hard to get that cycle anyway, so I'm not too bothered by it. Nice. Clone falls down. Weird positioning. We're gonna play it safe. Always play it safe. Especially at that puzzle, because if it resets, it takes a long time. Very weird vent system we have. Nice. Didn't clear it. Don't you do it. That corner right there can kill Mo if he's too close to it. It's a deadly corner. It's a trap. I swear it is. I swear when they remove spikes, there's just still some spikes in there. Or, like, we all know Mo doesn't like to be shoved into corners. Like, corners of blocks with little barrels, they can kill him. It's weird, but, you know, that's games, right? You learn these things. We gotta wait for this vent to turn back on, and then we'll head out. You can see us slowly bringing the time back with little time saves here and there, which is very, very good. Simple puzzle, go into switches. We're gonna reset this room. This resets the rotation of the fans. Get ourselves into position. Jump straight across. Very, very clean getting up to that button. As soon as that hits the button, you can reset the room again. This will move the block over to the top right corner, allowing you to slide through here. It's about 4 seconds faster than the regular method. There is a way to save around 12 seconds, but it's very, very dangerous. Basically requires you to get into the... you have to move the block, just squeeze past it at the very bottom. And then it's like frame perfect to have Mo blow through and get past the lasers in time. Way too dangerous, in my opinion, and it's very, very inconsistent. Now this one I might actually stop resetting the room on, due to the fact that I don't think these fans are affected by it. I'm not sure though. If they are, then it's a way to get a consistent fan set up. But I just wish there was a way to get through all of these guys, because you can't... I don't think you can beat that gap. Maybe you could if you were super speedy. Ooh. Maybe you could if you were super speedy, man. I don't know. That one's a toughie. Basically, we're going to just brute force our way through this one now. They took out a lot of stuff that made that dangerous. Moving that fan there really didn't do anything, but, you know, it's cool. We'll take a death right here. Reset this fan. Now, you could either death or reset room. I opt to take a death there because I don't really know where the trigger is. So you wouldn't want to, like, end the room too early and end up back at the beginning of it. A little bit sloppy coming out of there. Not too bad, though. I am going to work on a little trick with this area. I wanna try to bypass basically like 90% of all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure Mo can fit through this if it's spinning a little quick. I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw a guy like almost do it accidentally, and it made me think like maybe I could do that. Zoom up there, hit the button, head over to mech fight. Mech fight's pretty simple. We'll have a little chase sequence, and then you know, mech fight. Mech fight doesn't change. Now to see how much time we actually saved. 11 seconds. Oof. Not too bad. 11 seconds saved. So for this little chase sequence here, we're just going to try to go fast and get out of here. I've seen a lot of people die at this part, mostly because it's you need to move quickly, right? And by this time in the game, they want you to be able to move quickly. We do like a little double dash off that wall to clear that gap a little faster. That gives us a lot of speed to be able to just get over here. Like, he's nowhere near us right now. We're safe as. Like, where is he, right? And we're through. He didn't even get a second attack off. Poor guy. Was that his second attack? I don't even know what that was. Oh man. Goodness gracious. Broke the game right there. Mech fight is pretty simple. There's not much to it, right? All right, so let's go into the intricacies of mech fight. You're gonna have a meter for your Gatling gun up in the top left corner. It has a charge up meter and then an exhaust meter. You're gonna wanna watch that at all times. Make sure you feather your shots. By pressing L1 and R1, you're going to launch lasers out that target onto the enemies and will shoot them. You also have a shield that you can use. In the very top left corner, you'll see a rage meter. This rage meter will allow Mo to move quickly and your guns to shoot infinitely for a short period of time. Now, damage-wise, you don't really have to worry about many of these guys' spears and stuff like that. You can shoot them out of the air, so be sure to be doing that as much as you possibly can. Right now, you see that I'm waiting to activate the rage mode until this sequence starts. Once the sequence does start, I will activate rage mode, focus on attacking the ship at all costs. Like I said, you really don't need to worry about taking any damage that isn't coming from big boys. We'll pop the shield, get super close. This will allow us to
save some space by getting as far right of the screen as we possibly can. After each one of these fights, we get a little healing section, which is going to regen that health, and then we're back to doing it all over again, making sure that we're taking out enemies left and right. All while keeping note of these mini systems. Now those bombs actually hurt you a little bit, so you do need to be careful for the bombs. Everyone else you don't really need to worry about. Walls do more damage than the damage you will receive from the enemies, in my eyes at least. As long as you're shooting a bit here and there, you should survive this with a decent amount of health. You're going to want as much health as possible as well, so you can get up close to the little robot and tank as much as that flamethrower as you can. That flamethrower will melt your health down. You see me just focusing on the wall because I know the wall's going to do more damage than the bomb. And I want to make sure that I keep my shield for this next section. So right now I'm feathering. There we go. We got rage. We pull the shield, get up super close. You can see how much health is drained down right there just from the flamethrower being up so close. This is why you want as much health as possible so that you never have to back up. Backing up is honestly making it harder for you. So we try to take down these walls before we get to them. You see me just walking up to this wall. We're going to pop our shield right before we get into it just to blast through it. After this pillar, we'll get a little health back as well. And then we have final phase of mech. Our rage is at a good place right now to be able to just walk up here and get a few shots in and get it up. Nice. We'll pop our shield, hold down the button for the win. And that's mech fight. As I said, you know, not much to mech fight. You kind of just go in there and do your thing. Yeah, that's mech. Things I would like to know about mech fight is what actually raises your enraged meter. Is it killing things? Is it firing the gun? Is it taking damage? Or is it all those things? Which things raise it more? I can't be asked to do mech fight that many times to see. But, you know, if someone does find out, feel free to, you know, leave me a comment or, you know, just let me know somehow. Because, yeah, that'd be a nice thing to know. Be able to optimize mech fight a little more. Here's a quick time event that nobody asked for. I don't really like this part. I feel like it was... I would have rather just seen a cutscene of Mo, like, fighting off the things. I don't like things where I have to swivel my stick around. I feel like I never do it fast enough. Or maybe it's limited and I'm doing it too fast because there's no reason to do it. If it should be just a slow little... I don't know. I don't like those. I would rather like button mashing, right? At least button mashing, I don't have to like swivel my stick around. Well, and as I said about button mashing, here we go. Now from here on out, Chapter 4, Area 5 is basically one big boss fight to the actual Chapter 4 boss fight. I really enjoy this section. There's a couple parts that annoy me, just like trying to get the robots to shoot rockets and things like that. But besides that, you know, it's not too bad. We have bright white text there at the bottom of the screen, which is nice to see. It's actually a little bit dim. Probably lost a little bit of time right there, but we are 1 minute and 28 seconds ahead right now. A little bit of spam here with Dylan. Get through his text.
So we're gonna come in swiftly with a bap, bap, bap. Yeah. The bop, bop, bop. Rip that guy's head off. Play the family-friendly game of Where's Mo. We do this so we can get some height. Make sure to hit that top little panel as quick as we can. Then instead of waiting in the air for that little thing to come out of the robots, just stay on the ground and jump up when it comes up. Very nice getting through there. Almost forgot what we were supposed to do there. Able to get a good angle on the panel to knock it down. You want to break these things as quick as you can. Get the shield. Get the shield. Aha, great, awesome, dope, bro. Shoot. Good job. Boom, boom, nice. Very nice. Got this top one we gotta handle now. And now we just have to hope that he gets its shield up before the rockets get there. Is it gonna do it? 1, 2, 3. Ah, if only it took 3 to break them. If only there was another way to break the shields. Like, if I'm doing something wrong here, someone tell me. Because it's like... It seems like you can't do it any faster unless you just get lucky with how he shoots, unless you can, like, tell the thing when to shoot its rockets. Little bit sketch getting up there. We're gonna come up here and take the right one first. This is where the mech spawn, so we get to do that one side before he even shows up, which is nice. Make our way to the ceiling. We're gonna do a little pre-jump. Slight pre-jump, nothing too serious. So I'm trying to keep this guy in the center, so no matter what, we'll be able to get him. There's gonna be some rockets. Oh man, that was nice. That was nice. A little lucky, not gonna lie. We're trying to bait this guy over to the right as far as we can. Didn't really help too much. But we'll zoom through this. Make sure not to use any dashes. You want to wait for these to show up. You can just dash and attach back onto them. Nice. This section always used to scare me. Not gonna lie. It used to scare me. Now it's just like a slight hindrance of just time. It's not really a complicated section, and it doesn't really require much skill. It just requires you to rip things heads off and, you know, dodge some stuff every once in a while. I think the thing that bothers me is the limited dashes that you have. I get that they don't want you to have unlimited dashes, but maybe through like sections like this, Mo gets like a little bit of super Mo power, right? And he can just like rip things off, but then it like expires. Cause it's just like there's no real like threat to failing this unless you just really mess up, and then it's on you. It's not on the difficulty, it's just on you. But you're limited to killing things by how many dashes you have. And like, if you kill things exactly when you get dashes, then how are you gonna save time there? It's better jumps onto people's heads. Nice little ground game there over to Julie Lie Down. No, I guess it's not Julie. Who's the Anna? Is it Anna that we're reading their mind, or are we reading Julie? I don't think we're reading Julie's mind. Julie doesn't have a head anymore. I think her name's Anna. Rip. Yeah, that's Julie. Let's see where Julie falls. Yeah, we're definitely not on Julie. We're on Anna. Make our way up top. the huge. It's basically how all these fights go. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. That shield's coming up nice, and nice. Very, very good. We'll come down to the floor right here. Ideally, we'll go off of this. And should have double dashed right there. And, man. If you go off the monitor and just do a double dash, you'll be able to reach the wall. You could probably make it there with a single hop and a dash if your angle is a little bit lower. But in order to get high enough up the wall for it to really matter, you're going to want to use 2 dashes. I mean, 2 dashes cover long distances, right? It's faster. Nice little mount onto poor little Miss Radney's head. As you can see, the whole plot of this game has to do with small TVs. Director Greenbell hates small TVs. Miss Rodney just installed more small TVs. He consults his big TV about what he should do about all these small TVs. The big TV says, I don't know, man, but we can't have these around our space station. So you need, and basically Director Greenbell's looking for a way to punish the people that have installed these small TVs. And since this was directly a task that Miss Rodney was in charge of, Dylan must do what, you know, any person would do if you had a small TV. Right here, we'll basically spam it through some text, fingers crossing that we don't get a little glitch that occurs with the background of the game. Seems like everything's good though, so I'm happy. Every once in a while, that purple stuff, like the background glow of the flashback, will follow you back into the regular fight, and it will not reset until you either, like, I think maybe you can reset it by dying, or completing the chapter. Obviously, we don't want to die. Here we go, Dylan fight. I've been working on the Dylan fight, and I don't think I do everything that I wanted to do in this fight, but I've been working on it a bit. You just want to hit the eyes as quick as you possibly can, right? But you can't get through certain phases. So as long as he does 3 attacks, then bombs, you're fine. 3 attacks, then bombs. There's no getting it faster than that. It's just the execution of getting the eyes. Oof. See, I'm trying to bash him in the head, and, you know, that it'll save a little bit of time, but you see we missed a rotation right there. That's also a new thing I've been trying. It might honestly be better after you break his shield and get the 2 things to make your way up the wall to the roof to hit his head. That might actually be a better way of doing that. So we're taking a little bit of damage right here. Not looking too good. We playing it safe? Seems like we're playing it safe. A little bit of danger at the end. We'll go back down to that one. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was good. One and 2. 1 and 2. And now, right now, I should make my way up to his head. Nice. We were able to hit the second one, struggled on the first one, missed a phase. But since we didn't have to wait for the bomb, right, on the second phase, it wasn't like a full phase messed up. It was like half a phase messed up. Still messed up, though, nonetheless. The move that killed them all. Everyone struggles with this move. I struggled with this move. I don't think there's a single person that saw this move the first time and was like, yeah, I got this. So we wait over here on this wall, waiting for the eye to open. You don't want to stay on the wall the entire time. You're safer on the ground, but for certain moves, you do. All right, so we'll go bottom, middle, top, middle. Was a little bit late on that jump. Still able to get it. Could have got it slightly earlier. See, like those instances, you could have got the bombs to come out just a tad earlier. Should have been making my way up. We'll do a jump. You know, honestly, why don't I just like double dash that? Am I double dashing it? I don't know if I'm double dashing it. I'll have to go back and watch that again. Because I feel like that distance could be covered. That angle's way too low. I can tell you that right now. We're about to bash into this wall. We made it through. Oh, I probably cranked it up. That's what I did. I did a few dashes and then I dashed like up into the air so I was able to like clear the little doorway. I wish it would just be a straight line. There wasn't a little lip right there, but it's all good. You know, I get it because like you're going into a pipe, so there would be a lip there. All right, we just have the climb. Now, I'm super hyped right now because I know Chapter 5 I can get done in 15 minutes and like 30 seconds, right? It's like 15 and a half minutes roughly, no more than 16 to get to the finish of this. So I know right now that I've beaten my PB. And now I just have to execute it. I've practiced this climb so much. Double dash right there. Nice. Beat that fan cycle. That was sketch. Should have been a dash, then a hop. Trying to get myself some ground. There we go. Able to move up. We'll dash across more than likely. Yep, yep. So far, so good. Probably going to get shot here. Nope, he didn't shoot. Get good, scrub. Don't know why I chose to go in the opposite wall for that little portion. Can we make this? Are we gods? Oh, that was nice. Oh, well, as I was saying that, you know, we got trolled a bit. Ha 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 ha. That was really, really good climb. That was a really, really good climb. I'm not even going to lie. I'm very, very happy with that. For this next part, you know, we have a little bit of a cutscene right here. Where Mo finally sees who's been talking to us all this time, right? Very, very sad portion of the game. We get to see sad Mo, little floppy ears, and head on to the final boss. I can't wait for the game to be expanded upon. I think it'd be very, very nice. There's still a few, there's enough story and enough unanswered things that they could make more stuff. I don't even think they need to change what Mo's able to do or how Mo reacts. Make some more puzzles, make some fun puzzles, keep us with our abilities, maybe add in another ability, right? Like 1 or 2 more abilities. I'm not sure what they would be. Maybe something like a sonic roll across the ground to cover long distances. I feel like that would be cool. So it's like you can jump, right? And then as you hit the ground, maybe like a slide or something like that. Like you're able to slide by inputting some buttons, something to just make like the ground movement a little more fluid, make the game more interesting, like visually appealing to watch. It already is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but for a speedrunner, you know, to keep people engaged for that amount of time is for 2 hours is quite tough. Not even gonna lie, it's quite tough. So we're in good position right here. We're gonna take this down. Poor position right there. Very, very sad. I think, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, very, very, very bad. First vent. Probably need to position myself a little bit down, cut it a little more. Like cut it a little more to the vent. Instead of being on the face of it, maybe be on the corner of it, and that'll give a good distance, like a good angle to clear it. We're setting up top right vent right now. Very nice setup. Very nice setup. It'll budge its way down a little bit, but that's all right. We're gonna push it over there. Top right vent, very good. Now, getting access to this bomb early isn't going to speed up this part. You still need to dodge things and wait for the vent to open. But, you know, you just get into this position and wait. That's really it. We have a straight-on shot. We're just going to dodge things now. I think they do a good job at scoring the boss battles. They really make it seem like a boss battle. It's very good music. So we're just gonna tap that guy over there onto the wall. We have a clear shot from that cube over there to go straight down. Don't know how that didn't hit me. Maybe we damage boosted through the cube. Bonk. Oh, we gotta jump to the middle as well. It comes down faster, man. He comes down faster. I swear he does. The text was still up on screen when he came down. I swear, man. I swear. I swear he comes down faster. That's like a second saved, a couple seconds saved. It's like an hour saved, okay? This run would have been 3 hours long if it wasn't for that. And time for some Super Mo. Long girl gonna fly up into the sky right here. Don't know why this weapon was made. I guess, like, I'm guessing the weapon was made and used against the inhabitants a portion of the time. And then after, like, I guess there wasn't a problem containing the life form before everyone, like, left. Because she didn't start making Moe's until Jeremiah had already gone into hiding. Because they put her back inside of there to keep her under check. Though I don't know why they put her in there. They should have made another container to put her. If they would have done that, none of this would have happened, I think. I don't know. I'm so mad that I'm still doing that. I have since stopped slamming into just tails. Boom and boom. Ideally, I'd like to clean up this climb a little bit. I don't know how that missed. That's another reason. Oh, a lot of time lost right there. It's like sometimes it doesn't register when you hit on the canisters. And that's the reason why I want to take my time with them instead of just like pounding in there. We're making great time though, 3 minutes ahead right now. We'll fly up to the top as soon as she speaks. It's 5 minutes. Well, we got a 5-minute fight now. No reason to rush these. You can't attack until she opens up anyways. So we're just going to chill out, relax, make sure to dodge. Guess we got a little too close to the head right there, bonked a bit. Oh, it's this song. This song is in the Dula chase scene, or the final extreme weapon destroyer chase scene, and it's like skewed really like dark, but it's this song. It's gotta be. And here's our opening to attack. Again, no reason to rush those. Stay safe. Don't take the risk. You'll have as much time as you want to pick up the canisters. This double explosions? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this goes and then we get double explosions. For the explosions, left corner and like top left corner and bottom left corner are normally safe to go. For the final one, I like to try and creep up a little bit when I see the opportunity just to get closer. But unless you just get really bad RNG, those are the two safe spots to go up into. For this being my first run back, first full neutral run back, I'm very, very proud of my performance, especially, you know, this is the first run after a few months. This is the first Chinese run that I've done, like actual full run, after finding out that it was faster. A whole bunch of skips in the game that weren't done in the previous sub 2 are in this run. And, you know, there were a few mistakes throughout it here and there. But all in all, I'm pretty proud of it. There's still room for improvement. That's the big thing. We're not at the point yet where it's just like something needs to be found to lower the time. A lot of it is Mo's movement. If there's better ways to move Mo around, that's going to be a big thing, and it needs to be consistent enough and practiced enough that it can actually be viable. There's the final hit right there, and we have about what, like 40 seconds until we get to the finish. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Very nice, very nice, very nice. This is what I wanted a sub 2 to be. The previous sub 2 was like, you know, barely sub 2, but we did it, and that proved it could be done. This one should just prove that it can go even lower. 156.42, sum of best is 155.11. I know for a fact that I can get sub 155. You know, you hit the double barrel skip in 3-3. You get a good fight against the king, and you're already under that. You're already under that. Right? Don't die at Dula takes a minute off, and I feel like I would have been faster if I just didn't die at Dula. I feel like I would have gotten a gold split there, which would have lowered the sum even more. Biggest things for this run are just, you know, thinking clearly. You want to play safe and play fast. Limiting the amount of deaths is huge. You want as little deaths as possible. There's a few intentional deaths here and there, which can't be avoided. But moving Mo from point A to point B is far more important than the skips in the game. You can take a look at the skip video that I have out. I've timed the stuff. I've timed the skips. Times may vary, obviously, due to the fact that, you know, like it's all like depends on the user and how their skill in moving Mo is. It can be faster or slower depending on that, but it gives you a like a little eye opener to say like, oh, I'm having trouble with this skip. How much time does it really save? Right? Is it worth me failing it a whole bunch of times, or is it worth me to just practice it, but in my runs I'll just go for the I'll just do the puzzle or do whatever they want me to do in game normally. You know, big thanks to everyone that supports me and supports all this you know, most stuff that I do. Thanks for the devs for, you know, making this gem of a game. I recommend this game to everyone. I feel like it's an amazing game, and I can't wait for more things. Please, please, please come out with disaster mode soon. Please, please. That'll be my home after it's out. I want to destroy it. You know, that's really it. You know, I'm about to upload like a bazillion videos, so thank you mods of Mo for watching those. Yeah, that's you know, I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out this game, figure out the best ways to do things. I can't wait until more people see this game. I want to gain as much exposure as possible. I feel like for the price, you're getting something amazing. And if you're looking for something and you've always wanted to get into speedrunning, this is a really easy game to try out. No big skips, none of that. Little time saves here and there. It's about getting to point A, point B as quick as possible, and finishing the game. You know, that's something that I enjoy about the game, is its simplicity, and it's still very complex. But yeah, that was Mo, Neutral End, 1 hour 56 minutes 42 seconds, point 0.19, right? 0.19. So gotta factor that in. Just saying. I still can't believe I did it, Dula. It's all right, but you know, room for improvement. I'm excited for the future of this game, and I encourage anyone to play it, even just casually, and you know, try out some speedrunners. Everyone's waiting right now for Switch release and stuff, and I was as well. And then I you know, like, we don't know when it's going to happen. I think it's just good to play and start posting videos, get your times better and stuff. The more exposure, you know, the bigger the game's going to be. 16 deaths. Holy moly, that's solid. Solid. That's great. That's awesome. 16 deaths. I'm happy with that. Time to get that down to like 1. I think 2. I think there's only really like 2 intentional deaths. The rest of them were like resets on rooms. So like 2 deaths. Whew. All right. Again, thank you guys for watching. Anyone that stuck through the entire video, really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And, you know, if you want to see more Mo content, feel free to, you know, watch the other speedrunning videos on the channel. I do all categories, so true end, neutral end, and each one of the chapters individually if you're looking for something shorter. We stream on twitch.tv/itskeen. We'll be doing a ton of Mo content and maybe occasionally some other things, but I really want to give this game the exposure and love that it deserves because it is an amazing game. So I don't know what I'm doing right there. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is for you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you next time.